Hello there, sister. Part 3. So, we've been talking about a broken man picker. Do you ever sometimes think, oh, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with me? I keep doing the same thing. I keep dating the same guy. Well, if you've been following this thread, this is part 3 of how to fix your man picker if you think it's broken. If you find that you're just not attracting the right people or finding yourself falling down the same rabbit hole over and over, you can find in the thread here some of the other 2 parts. This is Tips for Love Tuesday, so I've done it the 2 previous weeks, as well as my YouTube station. So today is part 3 of how to fix your man picker if you think it's broken. And a lot of times we can focus on what's wrong with them, that all men are like this. And frankly, some guys have qualities that are similar to other guys because men are different than us, right? Fact. But here's the thing. Not everyone is going to be picking the same people you're picking. So the question is, what is it that's happening that's having you do this over and over? And then feeling bad about it and thinking, gosh, what's wrong with my man picker? So week 1, we talked about patterns and taking shame off of the journey, because at the end of the day, you've had decades of experiences that have you thinking that that maybe you don't do relationships well, or if you do, something wrong will happen or bad will happen. And so we have these patterns that we've picked up, and we talked about that in the first one. The second one, we talked about the magician energy, being aware of your choices, and that there's this risk manager, this part that is watching and discerning and trying to strategize to keep you safe. And sometimes the strategies have you doing things that you've done before. That was last week. And today we're tapping into what we call the sovereign energy, the sovereign realm. And in this energy, this has to do with your self-esteem. This has to do with you knowing how valuable you are and feeling that good enoughness inside of you. And what I know is there is an epidemic of not good enough-itis. Let me say that again. There's an epidemic. So many women feeling like there's something wrong with them and they're not good enough. And again, that comes from societal views, from your parents, from all the different things that you've experienced in your life that might have given you that belief that you're not good enough in some way. At this age, you might be thinking you're not good enough because you're older. And believe it or not, I hear it at all decades. I have 20-year-olds going, oh my God, I'm 29 and I don't feel like, I feel like I'm too old. I'm not going to be good enough anymore. Yes, we are past 40, but I hear it from my 20-year-olds, my 30-year-olds, 40-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds, all of that. There's a part that sometimes thinks, I'm not good enough. My body's not good enough. My health is not good enough. My brain, my smarts, fill in the blank. And so if you have the not good enough-itis disease, dis-ease, you're going to want to do certain things to feel better. And this influences your picker. So if you feel like you're not good enough, you might overshoot and try uber hard. You might give yourself away, trying so hard to prove that you're good enough. And that can influence how you write your profiles, kind of giving too much, trying too hard. Can you relate? Maybe trying too hard to show that you have value. And you may not be conscious of this. In fact, most of the patterns that we have, most of the strategies and how we show up, it's programmed into you, into your brain. And so, we need to access the unconscious realm, which is like 95% of your brain, to update it and let you know that you are valuable and you are a queen and you deserve love beyond your wildest dreams. However, if in the background there's a lot of noise saying, oh, you're not good enough. You're never going to be good enough. Who do you think you are? Guess what? you're going to try to shine too brightly. And not only is it going to be showing in your profile, it's going to show up in how you date and how you relate and how you talk to them, trying to prove on some level that you have a specialness about you, because you may not be owning it. You may have a part of you that's feeling less than. And guess what? Men pick up on this, and probably in their unconscious realm, where they think, oh wow, on some level, unconsciously, they're seeing somebody who's trying too hard. And guess what? This also attracts narcissists, because what does narcissism look like? Someone who wants to be the star attraction. And if you're trying too hard on some unconscious level, they might be thinking, cool, here's somebody who's going to really try hard for me and make me special. She doesn't feel so special. Let her make me feel special. And all of this is happening unconsciously. It's so ridiculous, so crazy, so painful. But that's what's going on. And sometimes you may not even try so hard. You might feel like, why bother? It's just too hard. And you may not try at all. And that's what might be having you pick people that won't show up for you at all, because on some level you don't feel deserving and you may not even be trying. So what do you do about it? Well, what you do about it is you work on your self-esteem. You work on loving yourself and dating yourself first. Come home to your heart. Write yourself a love note. Take yourself out on dates. Love yourself up. Learn how to pleasure yourself. Give to yourself all different things, different flavors, different yummy experiences in life that you can fill up your own heart and know how special you are. Now, those are some actions you can take, for sure. And we're talking about the unconscious realm. And so when you've had decades of learning that maybe you're not good enough in some way, and you have proof all the time, or a lot of the time, saying something's wrong with you, and that just feeds that not-good-enough-itis, you might feel like this is just way too hard, and you might give up on love. You might give up on dating. And I don't want that to happen for you. So, first of all, take a breath into this. Take a breath into the fact that this journey in life has created this not-good-enough-itis. You've picked it up, you've been infected, and there is an antidote. So the antidote really is self-love, to become your own soulmate. And when you can really love yourself, then you can call in a very different man. When you up-level what's between your ears, it shows, and you shine in a different way. And so it starts by slowing down and connecting to yourself and loving yourself up. So think of one way that you can give to yourself, one way that you can support yourself and have your own back and lift yourself up. Maybe think about some achievements you've had in your life and really breathe it in. Take in all the different things that you've accomplished, things that you have put yourself out there for, and it's worked out. And take a breath into the gifts that you have to offer. Think about all the different things about you that you bring to the table when it comes to relationships. All of these things can help you remember, wait, yeah, I'm special and I've got something to offer. So those are some things that you can do right now. And I want to invite you to the Loveathon. If you haven't heard about it yet, we haven't done our big promotions yet. They're coming soon. However, I have this awesome event that I do twice a year. It's coming up in a couple of weeks, a few weeks, and you can join us. It's a free event. It starts October 17th, and in it, we are going to be talking about not only these love blocks and updating your man picker. We are going to shine a light on a lot of the different programming that's in your unconscious realm so that you could have more confidence, so you can feel better about your life, so you can open up your heart and feel more excited and ready for love. We are going to help you own that inner queen so that if you do want to call in a king, you can in a way that's different than what you've had in the past. So I'm going to put the link below for you to sign up. It is in a few weeks. put the dates on your calendar, and let's get you an updated version of you, because you are different. You are different now than you were a year ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And we need you to know who you are now. And we are going to do a bunch of work on your inner soulmate and updating that man picker. So if you'd like to join the Loveathon, it's called Magnetize Midlife Love. It's a 7-day video training for about an hour a day. I'm going to support you in really calling in next level love. That's my message for you today. This was part 3, and next week is part 4. And we're going to talk about opening up your heart. Yeah, opening up your heart and how that affects your man picker. All right, sister, until we meet again. Mwah. Ciao.